way to Cauldron Lake on our own. We've abandoned all help. We need to finish the story that we started writing. The final page is in the typewriter, so imagine things are about to get a bit chaotic. Let's go, Alan. Maybe not. We're going to have collectibles. Really don't want to miss any manuscript pages. But no, this place is blocked. Imagine we could smash through that barrier, to be honest. Where's the fun in that? What's this, a cache? Okay. There's our checkpoint. Yeah, so the breathing only happens when we highlight the yellow things. Which I never realised until one of you guys said. This is prime ambush territory right here. I knew there was another one. Cheeky bastards. Excellent. Alright, we've got 3 flares, 2 flashbangs, 2 flare gun shots. Perfect. So I imagine we need to turn the Lecky on to get the gate open. I also imagine there will be more ambushes. Shut up! Don't make noises! Explosives. Stop with the ambush, man! Don't need this in my life. Ambushes. Nice, we needed some of that. There's lots of explosives in here, so I imagine there's going to be a second round here. Recording check? Yep, unfortunately I think there's going to be another round of enemies. That will be clearly displayed from the window. Flashbangs, excellent. Now we've got 4 of those bad boys now. I'll control that aim. I'm trying to aim with the torch. What? Well, that was a lot of bullets. Was there a window there? Oh, hello. The Bright Falls map again. Oh well. Read. Read what? All visitors must see the yard manager. You must sign a liability waiver before entering the yard. If you're looking for a specific part, ask for it first. Before you pull it, you must bring your own tools. Wear protective clothing. Junk piles may shift. Hazardous area. Great. Is there a little side thing? Is this just another route to the cache? Obviously. Oh! Scared the hell out of me, man. Hey, back up, man. That guy was just like ambling towards me. Get me out of here, Alan. God, the camera on this, man. Oh, Jesus! Yeah, that's gonna go wrong. Which way are we going? Camera on the driving is really weird. Well, I guess we're going that way. Am I supposed to fight the bulldozer again? Get to the checkpoint, Alan! Nice. Thomas Zane's last dive.
Zane cut its heart out, but it didn't die. The thing that wore Barbara's face kept crooning sweet nothings sugar-laced with poison. He put on the suit, untied the monster from the chair. The thing in his arms thrashed weakly, but he held fast. He stepped outside, off the pier, and into the dark water, a sinking pinprick of light descending toward a bottom that never came.
So I wonder if, like, maybe like in that Bright Falls thing, maybe it's some sort of black hole kind of thing. Singularity. Well, that wouldn't explain why the Dark Presence has such like a lifelike quality to it. Right, this is going to be one hell of a point defense. Great. Can I get back in the car, please? I knew it! Oh, come on! Right, what did I just turn on? Alright, that's very slowly opening. Got you. Make sure we get the checkpoint. Let's take the new car, I guess. This one might be a bit damaged. I feel like that was supposed to be more challenging, but... Oh, not the barrels. Anything but the barrels.
When I told Barry my plan back in the well-lit room, I'd acted as if I knew what I was doing. I didn't. I was operating on the shifting logic of a dream. I had to fight my way to the lake through the horrors of the night. I had to flick an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story. I had to save my wife from the dark prison she was being held in.
No one? Okay. Yes, creaky door. I heard that. Yeah, this is pretty well blocked off. Follow, follow, follow. Oh, great. Good old quick time event. We're full up. Pretty well stocked here, so. Point defense. Like it. Nice. Hello. I know you're here.
I will never give her to you.
I'll use basic ammo where it's possible. Got a chainsaw guy, so. Hearing things. You go away. Okay. That wasn't too bad. When you're well stocked, it's pretty reasonable. I didn't miss a manuscript page, did I? No. Get the hell out of here, man. I very much doubt we'd be able to move this, but video games. Especially considering Alan's like lack of physical prowess with running and everything else. Nice, nice, nice. The dark place.
The dark place I found myself in was unlike anything I could ever have imagined. It wasn't solid. It flowed. It was conceptual and subjective. For someone else, an artist in another field, it would have been very different. I could sense the story of the manuscript all around me, the words and ideas floating in the air, poised to become real.
It flowed. Conceptual and subjective. Maybe because the conclusion of the story is kind of open-ended. Maybe that's why it feels even stranger than it normally would. Alright man, enough with the quick time events. Let's go in off the edge this. Right, are those manuscript pages I can see in the distance? I could have just run into the light, couldn't I?
I could see Mirror Peak in the distance. That's where Cauldron Lake was.
Bloody hell. Well, maybe we're nowhere near the end. It's going to be an absolute trek. Let's hope we just get captured and we just get taken there quickly. Everything's full up. Yeah, I think we're going to jump in this cart. This is going to be funny. YOLO! This is like a almost too horror, like mine cart. Oh, is this a Raven section? Come on, birds. Do something. Once again, I could just have ran to the checkpoint. So we can go up a ladder, but we can also go down here. Supplies, maybe? Oh, it's just a cache. Nice. I think we should pick this up. Because we've got so much ammo for it. Makes sense, right? We've got loads of flare gun ammo. This is amazing. Alright, up we go. Right. Lousy birds. Wow, they're really going all in on these mine carts, right? Come on! Oh. We've got tons of ammo. Another one. Great. Strategic goo. So much goo. You big idiot. Nice, nice, nice. There's our checkpoint. Okay, okay. Get out of here, goo. Nice. 5 flashbangs. Oh, we're so far away still. Excuse me. Can we drive this? Yeah, I guess we're closer than I'm realizing. There's going to be no electricity or checkpoints down here, though. Bear traps, maybe? We've not used that for a little while. Hey! Damn it, I missed him. No, I might have got him. Oh! Jesus, man. Whew. Ding ding. Excellent. Right, this is the way we're supposed to go. See ya. Oh, Christ! How did I dodge that? The sound cue got me, saved me. Screw you guys. Make me waste all my ammo. Okay, it's getting scary. Oh! You little shit. Oh, Captain Butcher Knife there. Whew. All right. The darkness is such a terrible shot with these vehicles that it's throwing at us, right? I guess we're a small target. What? Got terrible aim, darkness. Terrible. Oh, I spoke too soon. Okay. Okay. I apologize. Oh! Blimey. Oh, what the? What the? What was that? Was that barrel? Oh, it's goo. I finally got by the goo. The goo got me. Bloody hell, the goo finally got me an all-time low. Hit me with the checkpoint! Alright. Come on, we've got to be nearly there by now. And trudging through the darkness. Right, loads of flashbangs. I'll try to spam them a little bit more. I've got a pump action shotgun, right? Are we supposed to drop down, maybe? I feel like an ambush is about to trigger any second now.
I needed to get the generator running.
Okay, where is generator? Here we go. Cue the point defense. Wow, we've got max flare gun ammo. I hear the chainsaw. Oh, they put in a speedy guy. Right, we yeeted that guy. Come on, let's go, go, go. How are you out of breath, Alan? You the second phase. Get me out of here. We're very slowly getting away. Thank you. We can't get many more pages than this. We got one more than these. Oh, 4 of the final pages are hidden behind hard mode. I really don't like
After
that.
Zane had gone, I stood alone in the shifting dream that was the dark place. I had to find a way to the cabin. I'd written myself a way through this place in the manuscript. I followed the idea of a path. I'd written myself across the ocean that blocked my way, and with that, there was a bridge to the island beyond. The idea of the cabin flickered in the underwater darkness. I willed the cabin to be real, and it was.
Interesting. Shifting dream. I heard that.
Turn back now.
Let's go, Alan.
Do as you're told.
Never! Ow. Oh, I didn't mean that. Press the wrong button. Thank God we've got so many flares. Oh my God.
Alice never loved you.
Oh my God. Okay, don't run. Hide behind the rocks. Don't stagger, Alan!
You can't win.
Oh. Shameful.
You can't win.
Oh no! Come on! Like the platforming is like so like sluggish.
You can't win.
Oh no, man! Come on! It's the. Oh, it's.
You can't win.
Alan!
You will fail.
We'll see about that. course, of course. Discards all his safeguarding ammunition. Why didn't he press the clicker?
Shh, baby. You were having a bad dream. It was just another nightmare.
No,
Everything's fine. You're home.
it wasn't a dream.
Everything's fine.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Shh, baby. The power's out. There's no light. Come back to bed and I'll make you forget all about your fear.
My fear? It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid? You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Alan? You're scaring me now. Come back to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call Dr. Hartman? I read your manuscript. It's brilliant. Departure is your best work yet. You're a genius. I'm so proud of you. Come back to bed. We'll talk more about it in the morning. Come back to bed, Alan.
Come back to bed, Tom.
Give me the clicker. Zane.
You must find your way to the cabin. It stands in your way. It won't let you pass. It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light.
Uh-oh.
Don't mind him. He's Mr. Scott. Your friends will meet him when you're gone.
Okay, Mr. Scratch?
Use the clicker.
Thanks. Barrel, birds. Phone, shopping cart. Bird and a path. Follow the idea of a path. I don't think we can interact with everything.
I'm leaving you.
What?
I'm leaving you, Alan. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what do you say? You can't.
You don't love me. How could you? You don't even love yourself. All you do is torture yourself with work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I'm not.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan? What are you doing? Put the light back
Nothing like that had ever happened.
I'd ridden myself across the ocean.
Diver's Isle.
You're not my Barbara.
Tom, let me go. I promise to be good. Please, untie me, you naughty boy. I will help you write your masterpiece. I will love you forever.
No, you're not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is filled with darkness.
Put that knife away, Thomas. Put it down.
Your heart is filled with darkness. Cut it out. Take you back to the depths you came from.
Zane's voice was the same as ours, right?
Filled with darkness.
Okay, that's very worrying.
I willed Gavin to be real.
Zane's voice was Alan's voice, right?
Get
Not
away
me.
from me, you hag! Where am I? Let me go!
Alice?
Alice, I'm coming.
Your husband refused to do as he was told. All he had to do was write what I wanted him to write. Now it's too late. It's his fault. You'll stay here forever.
Now you will never get her back. I am much older than you. Older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
Barbara's gone, but we still have to write the final page.
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Alan, wake up.
Okay. Wow, it's quite an obscure ending. Oh god, no, stop. The video will get blocked with that song. Wow. Okay, so there were like lots of little things there. So Alan going into the lake and him having like a shadow, or what was he called? Mr. Scratch, like start from scratch is what Thomas said. He had like a weird grin on his face. So maybe he would take our place until we came back, or if we came back. Maybe we're forever trapped. Maybe we've taken the place of Barbara. We're now in charge of the darkness ourselves. I don't know. Alice, obviously, maybe we traded places. Maybe Alan sacrificed himself ultimately for Alice. Alice comes to the surface. Alan's not there. When we go back to town, everything's kind of much for muchness, but then Rose is holding the lantern and Agent Nightingale is stood ominously behind her. So obviously he's not dead, or he is dead and it's some sort of weird recreated version of him. He was stood behind like weird wooden boardings, right? Yeah. And then the last line of Alan saying it's not a lake, it's an ocean. So what would that mean? That it's not like that the darkness in the lake isn't like a singular entity, that it's actually connected to the entire world, perhaps? Maybe it's something insinuating something along those lines, or maybe he altered the lake by changing his story and made it bigger. Very, yeah, I mean, I've been saying this all the way through the playthrough, but at the very beginning, the Stephen King thing about him and Alan said, you know, you never really explain the mystery. That the whole point of it is that it has to remain a mystery for the story to hold up. Can't explain it. And I guess it stayed true to that. Interesting. I didn't find any cardboard standees or video games. Maybe that's like a New Game Plus thing. Oh, I missed one TV show. Oh, that's minging. Purposes, I think I did pretty well. Manuscripts. I'd say most of those manuscript pages, besides a few early on, are ones that are locked behind the hard mode. Revolver was the MVP, obviously. 777 birds killed. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we should look at the cinematics again. Yeah, let's have another look. So, I'm going to talk over this. Barbara's there. She has a hole in her chest.
Never get her back.
Maybe we were being manipulated the whole time. Maybe this is what Barbara wanted.
I am much older than you. Older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
I will find a new face to wear. Maybe that's Rose then? Maybe, yeah. Or maybe it's Nightingale? Interesting. I might watch this a few times. The Mr. Scratch one is interesting as well.
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure.
Can you pause these?
There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong.
Right, yeah.
There's a long journey through the night back into the light.
Alice? Alice?
So is he rewriting the story then? Because of the time going backwards there.
Oh no!
Right, okay, so he's reinvented the story, hasn't he? Yeah, I think that's what's happened. God, I'm glad you can rewatch the cutscenes. Right, okay. So I think he's rewritten the story, hasn't he? Because in our version of the story, we wake up a week later in that car accident. Whereas here, it's Alice who wakes up a week later. Yeah. Maybe. Alan's had to sacrifice himself, it seems. Or imprison himself.
Alan? Alan?
Right. Altered timeline. Let's keep an eye out then. And then this would be... Because we were the day before Deerfest anyway, right? So... The clock went back, now it's come back forward, and this would have been when Alan went into the lake to rewrite the story. And he's... Yeah, so it's not, yeah. But why Nightingale is back? I want to test out if you can pause the cutscenes, but I don't want to skip the cutscene by pressing pause, right? That's the doctor on the left. And Rose is holding a weird, ominous lantern, and Nightingale is stood behind a boarded up window directly behind her. And you can hear the typewriter of Alan. And Alan's stuck in the dark.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
And we've got the weird warped voice. So definitely seems like Alan is one with the darkness now, based on the, not purely, but obviously the way his voice sounded at the end. That was how Barbara's voice sounded the whole time. Maybe we did exactly what Barbara wanted. We have to, I think maybe it's reasonable to presume that the darkness was in control the whole time, and us thinking we'd found a way around it was actually us becoming the darkness, right?
You must find your way to the cabin. It stands in your way. It won't let you pass.
I can't imagine there are any different
It has
endings.
no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light.
This Mr. Scratch thing has really thrown me off.
Don't mind him. He's Mr. Scratch. Your friends will meet him when you're gone. Use the clicker.
Okay, that Mr. Scratch thing, I mean, so the confusing, it's not confusing, but the perhaps frustrating thing is that ending cutscene, no Barry, no Sheriff, just Rose and Nightingale as like the characters who are actually being suggested of things. So definitely feels like events have maybe been reordered or something. Maybe Alan didn't just rewrite the final page. I don't know. I don't know how to interpret that. You guys will have to have you'll have to chat to me in the comments. I think I've got an idea. It seems like Alan is now taken Barbara's place and is now like the string puller of the darkness in some way, because of the way his voice doubled at the end there, as if he's not entirely himself anymore. So I feel like the clicker and the light and everything maybe was what Barbara wanted all along. We needed, like what you said about what Zane didn't realize was there needed to be a sacrifice balance, right? So we needed to trade for Alice, seemingly. But the whole Mr. Scratch thing is very bizarre. That's almost like an imitation of Alan being sent back into the real world. It's so frustrating, right? Because there's those hidden pages. Oh, how did I miss this page? That's really annoying. I bet some of these are key. I'm tempted to mod this in, you know. I'm tempted to mod this in right now. So there aren't that many hard mode. There's 3 hard mode pages for chapter 1. One there. I know I've missed some, obviously. 3. So many hidden pages. I'm tempted to just pull these up right now. Okay, from doing just a little search there, I'm not sure if the nightmare pages will add any much like understanding to the story. That's what I'm particularly after. All right. Yeah, well, that's been Alan Wake, guys. Cool ending. I kind of felt like the ending, that kind of ending was coming. It was going to be something very opaque and inconclusive, and yeah, I feel like that was... I don't want to say it wasn't predictable because I didn't know what was going to happen, but in terms of how the ending, I felt like how the ending was going to feel would be like this. That I wouldn't necessarily understand it, or I wouldn't understand it immediately. I'm probably going to have to go away and have a think about it, maybe rewatch it a few more times. But yeah, overall, it's been really fun. I've been really surprised. I was a little apprehensive about playing this, but ultimately, you know, in terms of just like the story and the general experience of the game, it's been really fun. Like, the writing was really good. It was a cool mystery. The setting was interesting. The characters were great. Most of the voice performances were really cool. I'd say maybe only Alice was a little bit wooden, but the rest of them were cool. Barry was awesome. Alan kind of rode the line between an interesting protagonist and hack writer, like, really well. The mystery was always intriguing. It was never, nothing was ever particularly clear. I bounced between treating everything as being more metaphorical, more metaphysical, more merged realities, more separate realities. You know, it was always my idea of what was going on was very like fluid and interchangeable, and I was never really confident about what was going wrong, which kind of is a compliment to the game as a mystery, the kind of meta level of the, you know, a story that's already been written and you're sort of fulfilling what's already been deigned to happen. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. It had a good sense of humor. It was weird. It felt really original and novel as for a game. Obviously, there are some repetitive elements to the gameplay, massively repetitive. I feel like the gameplay itself was reasonably well done. It's just that there wasn't any progression to it, and you know, it was the same stuff in each chapter, same enemies, same weapons. So I feel like without any progression in that sense, it definitely got a bit repetitive. But there was still plenty of jump scares, plenty of cool set pieces from a gameplay perspective. It's just they sort of didn't really have any boss fights, and the mechanics were sort of very played out come the end, but that's fair enough, I suppose. The story holds it up, right? If it didn't have a good story, I think most people would probably abandon the game halfway through. But yeah, with just, you can't lean on the gameplay. But it was the remastered edition looked quite well, even though it had quite a few annoying bugs, which I think is a bit ridiculous, really, in a remaster. A remaster, this isn't like a remake, it's a remaster. So a remaster you expect to just be polished and like absolutely perfect. And yeah, the TV glitches, you guys were saying that the enemy deaths aren't right. But yeah, so yeah. And playing on the Epic Games Store is always a massive pain, but but yeah, I've really enjoyed the game. I'm really looking forward to Control. I feel like Control will build on a lot of this stuff, maybe in a more sci-fi way and in a less of a horror way. I don't know. I'm looking forward to the gameplay in that as well. That should be fun. I will be starting Control as soon as possible. I've got it installed. I've tested it. I just need to make some thumbnails and stuff. So yeah, you guys will have to chat to me more about the ending. I've thrown some ideas out there, but I'm sure there'll be some more concrete explanations that you guys have been cognizant of for a while, since you probably played the original. And yeah, thanks for joining me. Thanks for all the tips and advice. And we're going to get going with Control, because I'm treating Control as a sequel to this, even though I think it's more of a tangential game, but that's just sort of has lore connections to it, but not story connections, if that makes sense. So yeah, that'll be starting either tomorrow or the day after, depending on if I manage to get the thumbnails and all the little bits done. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Please leave me a thumbs up if you did. And just remember, everyone, never trust an uncrate. I'll see you next time.